Do you think your female dog is just cute and gentle? Think again. Behind those soft eyes and quiet steps hides a secret that even experienced dog owners often overlook. She's not only your companion, she may be your silent protector, your healer, even your most loyal guardian. Have you ever noticed her sitting by the door late at night or quietly placing herself between you and a stranger on a walk? Those aren't random gestures. Science shows female dogs are wired differently from males, more cautious, more nurturing, and surprisingly, more strategic. It's as if nature gave them an invisible shield, an instinct that protects not only themselves, but the ones they love most. And here's the part that melts hearts. They don't need words to show devotion. Every glance, every pause, every step they take beside you carries a hidden message. I'm here, and I'll never let you face the world alone. In this video, you'll discover 9 extraordinary things only female dogs do. From sensing your pain before you say a word, to sacrificing themselves for the weakest in the family, these behaviors reveal a side of your furry friend you've never truly seen. Stay until the end, because once you understand her secret, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. Before we get started, leave a comment. 1. The silent guardian. Have you ever seen your female dog suddenly step in front of you on a walk, almost as if she's blocking the path? That's no accident. Scientists at the University of Vienna discovered that female dogs are more likely to use a danger-blocking strategy. Instead of charging impulsively like many males, they instinctively place themselves between a potential threat and the ones they love. It's the behavior of a mother protecting her pack. Silent, deliberate, and incredibly brave. And here's what makes it even more touching. She doesn't do it for reward or praise. She does it because in her heart, your safety matters more than her own. That quiet pause at a dark alley, that long stare out the window, it's her way of saying, "Don't worry, I've got you." So next time she guards the door all night or plants herself between you and a stranger, don't dismiss it as coincidence. That's her love in action. Have you ever experienced your dog doing this for you? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear it. But protection is only the beginning, because what she does next goes even deeper, straight into your heart. 2. Feeling your pain. Have you ever had a terrible day, sat down in silence, and suddenly felt your dog curl up right beside you without a sound? That's not chance. It's her gift. According to research from the University of Lincoln, dogs can recognize human facial expressions, tone of voice, and even chemical changes in our scent when stress or sadness takes over. What's remarkable is that female dogs respond more strongly. Instead of barking or seeking play, they often choose quiet comfort. A gentle paw in your lap, a soft toy dropped at your feet, or simply lying close enough for you to feel her warmth. These are her silent hugs. And here's the emotional truth. She doesn't need to fix your problems. She only wants you to know you're not alone. Her empathy is pure, unspoken, and deeply human-like. Don't overlook those moments. They might be the reason your hardest nights feel just a little softer. Has your dog ever comforted you without a single word? Tell me in the comments. I bet many people will feel the same connection. And while sensing your sadness is powerful, her next choice is even more astonishing. She decides to give her entire loyalty to just one person. The Soulmate Bond. Have you noticed that your female dog seems to follow just one person in the entire house, ignoring everyone else? That's not about who fills the food bowl. It's something far deeper. Studies in animal cognition show that female dogs can imprint emotionally on the person who makes them feel safest. Once they decide, it's almost like choosing a soulmate. Every gesture, bringing you toys, lying across your feet while you work, even watching you from across the room, is her way of saying, "You are my person." And here's the part that melts hearts. This choice is for life. Unlike casual affection, this bond is exclusive. She's not just living with you. She's trusting you with her whole world. Think about it. Among all the people she meets, she picked you. Not because of treats, not because of tricks, but because she feels her soul is safe when you're around. That's love you can't buy, only earn. So tell me, do you know for sure if you are her chosen one? Share it in the comments, because nothing feels more special than being picked by her heart. But as amazing as that is, her tenderness doesn't stop there. Watch what happens when she's around children, even those that aren't her own. Or caring for children. Have you ever seen a female dog gently lie across the floor while a baby crawls nearby, almost as if she's becoming a cushion? That's not just cute, it's instinct. According to the American Kennel Club, female dogs have lower testosterone and higher oxytocin, the hormone of bonding and nurture. This makes them naturally gentler, more tolerant, and more protective around children. Even if they've never had puppies, many female dogs instinctively step into the role of caregiver. Some even carry toys like newborns, licking and guarding them as if they were real. And here's the part that melts hearts. Her patience isn't taught. She doesn't snap at ear pulls or cries. Instead, she chooses to absorb the chaos, to stay calm, to offer warmth. To her, any small or vulnerable creature deserves love. Think about it. She doesn't ask if the child is hers. She simply decides, you're little, you're mine to protect. Has your dog ever cared for your kids, or even for a toy or another pet, with that same motherly tenderness? Share your story in the comments. But tenderness doesn't mean weakness. In fact, her next trait proves she's not just caring, she's remarkably smart in the face of danger. 5. Smart poise. Ever notice your female dog suddenly stop, freeze, and stare before moving forward? Many people think it's hesitation, but science says it's strategy. Research shows female dogs have a more developed connection between the amygdala, the brain's danger processing center, and their decision-making circuits. While many male dogs rush into action, females often pause, observe, and calculate before responding. It's not fear, it's wisdom. And here's what makes it incredible. This pause doesn't just keep her safe, it keeps you safe. By analyzing the situation first, she avoids reckless risks and finds the smarter way to act. Even in training, this trait shines. Instead of blindly following commands, she looks at you, weighs the task, and then chooses the best approach. That thoughtful look she gives before sitting, fetching, or crossing the street, it's her brain working like a strategist, not a soldier. So the next time she hesitates, don't rush her. Appreciate that she's thinking for both of you. Have you seen your dog give you that calculating stare before acting? Share it, I'd love to know. But her intelligence doesn't just protect, it also guides her heart. Because when she senses someone in the family is weak, she makes a choice that will surprise you. 6. Choosing the weakest. You ever noticed that when someone in your home is sick, tired, or simply feeling down, your female dog suddenly stays closer to them? That's not coincidence, it's instinct. According to researchers at Harvard Medical School, dogs can detect subtle physical changes like shifts in heart rate, rising cortisol levels, or even faint chemical signals in sweat. Female dogs, however, are especially tuned in. Instead of reacting with restlessness, they often respond by quietly positioning themselves beside the person who needs comfort most. And here's what makes this so moving. She doesn't choose the strongest, she chooses the weakest. It's her way of saying, you may not feel okay right now, but I'll carry the weight with you. Some female dogs have even been documented sensing seizures or strokes before they happen, just by noticing what humans cannot. So the next time she sits beside your child during a fever or lays her head on your lap when you're unwell, remember, she's not just keeping you company, she's protecting your spirit while your body heals. Has your dog ever surprised you by knowing who in the family needed love the most? Share it in the comments. But her care doesn't stop with humans. In fact, sometimes she uses her love to heal in ways that might leave you speechless. 7. Healing licks. Has your female dog ever licked a cut or bruise on your skin almost as if she's trying to heal you? That behavior is more than affection, it's biology. Veterinary studies have shown that dog saliva contains compounds like lysozyme and nitrate, which can slow bacterial growth and help minor wounds heal faster. While both male and female dogs lick, females are more persistent when caring for the ones they love. This comes from the same instinct they use to clean and soothe their puppies. And here's the heart-melting part. When she licks your hand, your face, or even a scratch, she's not just reacting to scent. She's offering comfort, saying, I see your pain and I'll try to make it better. In that moment, she's both nurse and mother, using the only tools nature gave her. Of course, you should always clean wounds properly, but don't dismiss her efforts. They come from a place of pure love and devotion. Has your dog ever tried to heal you with her gentle licks? Tell me in the comments. I know many people will smile remembering it. And if you think that's touching, wait until you hear how far her selflessness goes, sometimes even to the point of saving lives. 8. Selfless Hero. Have you ever heard of a dog that risked everything for someone else's child, or even raised babies that weren't her own? These aren't fairy tales. They're real stories of female dogs whose love goes far beyond blood. National Geographic once reported about Casey, a golden retriever who adopted 3 abandoned puppies. She fed them, cleaned them, and guarded them as if they were her own. No one trained her to do it. She simply looked at them and decided, "You are mine now." And that instinct has saved lives. Around the world, there are countless reports of female dogs throwing themselves into fire, flood, or even stepping between a child and danger, sacrificing without hesitation. This isn't just instinct, it's maternal love, powerful enough to cross species. Think about it. She doesn't ask whose baby it is or whether it's worth the risk. She simply acts because in her heart, protecting the vulnerable is the only choice. Have you ever seen your dog care for another pet or even a neighbor's child as if they were her own? Share your story in the comments, because these moments remind us that love needs no boundaries. But her devotion isn't just heroic. Sometimes it takes a softer, stranger form, one that looks almost like motherhood, even when no puppies are there. 9. Phantom Motherhood. Have you ever seen your female dog gather toys into a pile, curl around them, and guard them as if they were newborns? That's not random. It may be what veterinarians call a false pregnancy. After a heat cycle, some female dogs experience a hormonal shift. Progesterone drops while prolactin rises, tricking the body into believing it's pregnant. The result? Swollen nipples, even milk production, and powerful nesting behavior. She might collect blankets, pillows, or plush toys and protect them like her babies. And here's the emotional twist. This doesn't always happen because of biology alone. Sometimes her bond with you, or with another pet, can trigger the same mothering instinct. In her eyes, anything small, fragile, or loved becomes hers. That's why she might cuddle a stuffed bear, guard a kitten, or even stay close to you when you're resting, as though you were her child. Is strange, tender, and beautiful. A reminder that her heart is so full of love, it overflows even when nature gives her no puppies of her own. Have you ever caught your dog treating a toy or another pet like her baby? Share it, and I know those stories will melt hearts. And now, as we reach the end, it's time to see her not just as a pet, but as something much bigger in your life. Now, you see, your female dog isn't just a pet. She's a silent guardian, a healer, a motherly soul who gives without asking for anything back. Every quiet step by the door, every soft glance when you're sad, every moment she places herself between you and the world, it's her way of saying, "I am here and I won't leave." Not everyone understands this hidden side of a female dog, but if you've ever been chosen by her love, you know it's one of the purest bonds on earth. It's not taught, it's not trained, it's simply given freely, deeply, and forever. So tell me, what's the most touching thing your dog has ever done for you? Share it in the comments. Your story might bring comfort or even tears to someone who loves their dog just as much. And don't go yet, because in the next video we'll uncover something even more fascinating, what your dog's sleeping position really says about your bond. Trust me, once you know, you'll never look at bedtime the same way again. If this video helped you see your dog in a new light, subscribe and stay with us, because together we'll keep discovering the silent, tender wonders behind every wag and every gaze.